The first reaction that you had before even watching this video was probably the shock that I would upload a video like this, because if you look at the history of my channel, this isn't usually the type of content that I upload, but it's becoming such a huge elephant in the room that I feel like we should at least discuss said individual. And obviously, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Seth the Programmer. Now, there's a huge amount of stuff going on, allegations, you know, a whole bunch of different things. And also, this all happened within the last 24 hours, so there's so many updates happening, probably even as I'm recording this right now. But the point that I'm trying to get at in today's video is to actually discuss my experience with Seth specifically in the past. And I have interacted with Seth, you know, a few times. I would say no more than 10 to 15 times in, you know, a few private Discord servers that I was in with him. And to be completely honest with you guys, strictly just talking about my experience with Seth, I've never had any issues with him at all. The biggest interaction that we had is that we had two debates. I don't know what Seth did with the videos because he recorded both of them. But he recorded one power scaling debate, and to be honest, the power scaling one, I don't even remember what the topic was about. I mean, he basically just recorded us discussing something about two characters. I think it was about Broly and Majin Vegeta or something like that. I don't even remember. But that was one of them. But the big debate that got the most attention was we debated about the Cell games, and specifically like comparing the Cell arc versus the Buu arc and who's a better villain between Cell and Majin Buu. As you can tell from my channel's history, I obviously took the side of Cell, and the androids said we had a really long debate. You know, it was mixed. A lot of people thought I won, most people thought he won, and ultimately, you know, years ago when I had a Twitter, Seth made like a tweet talking about how, you know, I was one of the best debaters that he ever went up against. Like, he made, like, some hierarchy or a tier list. I don't remember where this is. This is so many years ago. But, you know, generally, you know, he had a respect for me as a debater. I had a respect for him as a debater. I had experience debating in high school, you know, and also in college, too. So, you know, that was basically it. And to tell you the truth, like, a lot of the things that are coming out are definitely a huge shock, you know, just to put it in nice terms. Now, to be specific, even though Seth and I are definitely on neutral terms, I will be honest, and I'm not going to go in depth, obviously, that there are mixed opinions about him in the community when it comes to Dragon Ball YouTubers. Specifically, I can think of 4 Dragon Ball YouTubers that all have large channels, at least 100K, and 4 of them don't like him, but then I can also think of about 5 or 6 that do. You know, so it's one of those situations where everybody has a different experience. There's one particular Dragon Ball YouTuber that dislikes him so much that he actually, well, I should actually say, I actually convinced him to go online and kind of like settle his beef with Seth in like a Discord chat. And if Seth is watching this video, he knows exactly what Dragon Ball YouTuber I'm talking about that he had a huge problem with. But, you know, other than that, though, I mean, everybody has their own experiences. Obviously, you know, I'm not saying that you have to be a Dragon Ball YouTuber to, you know, talk to Dragon Ball YouTubers. I'm sure there are some of you guys in the comment section that have either been in his Discord servers or have talked to Seth or something like that. And, you know, everybody has their own experiences. But for me, in my boring experience, I can really just say that every time I've ever talked to Seth, it was always neutral. We were always had, you know, cool respect for each other. Now, that's not to say he can't say stuff behind my back, because obviously anybody can do that. Even your close friends can do that. But, you know, at least, you know, up front, I've never had any issues with the guy. And, you know, it's just kind of shocking to see a lot of the stuff, you know, that has come out. And honestly, guys, this is a very crazy situation because ultimately, you know, this has really, like, gone beyond just the Dragon Ball community, considering the fact that one of my friends was telling me that this is trending on Twitter. And, you know, considering the fact that, you know, I'm one of the forefathers, I guess you can say, of the Dragon Ball YouTube community, it's just kind of crazy to see how the community has just changed from, you know, just talking about Dragon Ball to doing debates, and now, you know, like, people who don't even know anything about the community are literally just giving this whole subject attention. Like, it's really crazy. It's a very weird situation. I've had a very neutral relationship or interaction with Seth, I guess you can say. Just let me know in the comment section below.